How the fuck's it going, everyone? Alright, we got some more stupid shit on TikTok to talk about today. There's a real popular trend right now known as devious licks. I don't know who the fuck came up with that name for a trend either, but they must have been ODing on ketamine or something, because it sounds like a goddamn sex maneuver or maybe a pussy eating technique. I don't fucking know, but in a nutshell, it's just some dumbass high schoolers filming themselves stealing shit from a school. Anything from a soap dispenser in the bathroom to the goddamn entire water fountain. There've been dudes out there who stole entire goddamn toilet bowls and fucking urinals, so hats off to them for being brave enough to put that in their backpack. Their entire home must be just radioactive at best. The best part is I saw a few of my friends laughing about it on TikTok, they were watching TikTok and they were laughing about it. I saw this one guy who stole a whole goddamn security camera, so just a bunch of fucking idiots out there documenting themselves committing a crime. I remember back in like middle school, 6th or 7th grade, the only bad thing, like the most serious shit I heard about in high school was dudes smoking weed in the bathrooms, and now they're actively going out and just vandalizing the school, just stealing. Just it's a fucking felony. You remember a few months ago when I said teachers treat us like children whenever they say, "Oh, you guys are young adults" and shit like that? Yeah, I'm gonna retract my statement. I'm gonna go my bad on that one. I'm sorry to misrepresent all the teachers out there, because these fucking people acting like little children, ripping entire toilet paper dispensers and fire alarms from the walls, is the reason why we have to be monitored when we go to the bathroom. The reason we are being treated like children is because we quite literally act like children, and it only just now came apparent to me that how childish we really are. At least the fucking idiots doing this kind of shit. My school now has this annoying thing where we have to scan a QR code every time we leave the classroom and every time we come back, so they can monitor how long you were gone in between each scan to make sure you were actually using the shitter or whatever the reason was. It's fucking ridiculous. TikTok has come out and started banning every account that even associates with a devious lick, so I can respect TikTok for that. And from what I've heard, there are actual students that have gotten expelled for this kind of shit because they were brave enough to put their name and face behind the kind of shit they do. I mean, what a fucking way to go out, am I right? You get 5 million views on TikTok for stealing your school's fire hydrant, get your account banned, and then expelled from your school. You literally gain nothing out of that. It is a net loss, because those 5 million views you thought you had is probably going to get nuked by TikTok. You just can't win in this situation. You don't win, in fact. It's not you can't. You literally don't win. The only thing you do win is the insults and the piss from people making fun of you because you were dumb enough to think that stealing the school's fucking trash can was a good idea. And to all the schools out there expelling the kids who steal your shit and fucking start ripping apart the ceiling tiles and just taking that with them, and keep up the good work. Great job, because honestly, if you're dumb enough to think that hopping on this trend and getting all 37 likes on TikTok is a good idea, and then bragging about how much clout you got from your devious lick, then you are a lost cause. Yeah, there's no recovering from that. It's like my old science teacher used to say, and yes, he actually said this: if you're dumb enough to eat Tide Pods, you deserve to die. This was back in like 8th grade, whenever the Tide Pod challenge was at its peak, when people thought eating Tide laundry detergent pods was a good idea. And this is basically that, but on a much worse scale. And devious licks isn't just exclusive to taking things. No. It can also be just straight up vandalizing the school. I saw videos of people uprooting school floor tiles, fucking shoving entire packages of rolls of toilet paper down the toilet and trying to make it flush down, which is, real considerate considering we're in the middle of a goddamn pandemic. I saw dudes pouring hand sanitizer into the urinals and trying to flush it down that way. People fucking making concoctions at lunch and then trying to pour that down the sink. It's fucking awful. People just end up breaking shit left and right, and these are actual felonies. Like, it has gone well past a prank. You can't even peddle this as a prank because they are just destroying property. I wouldn't be surprised if the next week some guy drives his car into the on-campus gym and just calls it a devious lick. There is nothing comedic about that. There's nothing hilarious about it. You literally just documented yourself committing a crime. If you look up devious licks on YouTube, you'll see hundreds of compilations of people with their fucking toolbox unscrewing shit to take. or probably just smashing everything in their sight with a hammer and fucking shit up that way. I saw a group of dudes open up a fucking vending machine and stealing everything inside. As if, snacks is just the fucking next fountain of youth. If you eat these Doritos, oh man, you're gonna be immortal. And there was like the entire school was there. They were like crowding around the guys and they were like cheering them on, like, yeah, you steal those fucking Oreos. Yeah, you show them who's boss. And it's just like, to all the people who do this shit, like, are you proud of yourself? Like, are your parents proud of you? The shit you steal wouldn't even sell at a goddamn yard sale. Used toilet bowl from the school, fucking random fire extinguisher you're trying to resell. You literally gain nothing out of it other than the legacy of being a cum dumpster for people to make fun of because, you were retarded enough to think that stealing shit and just videoing yourself committing a felony was a good idea. There's some schools out there that are really locking this shit down to where you get like this little window of time in between classes to use the turbo shitter. And then you see like the kids get outraged when they enforce these rules without realizing that they're the ones who caused this shit to be put in place. I was born in the same generation as these people, and I don't get why they do this shit. It's not just, it's only adults and boomers who don't understand our level of humor. No, it's people with common sense who don't understand. I don't find it comedic. I don't find what's so funny to the point where I'm shitting out my intestines, just rolling on the floor, dying of laughter. I'm sure anyone who has a basic level of decency will know that this kind of behavior is just bottom of the barrel, the lowest of the low. Prostitutes have more respect than these people because at least, they're working towards something. Unlike these people who work towards nothing. They don't gain anything out of this. I know I'm not exactly the greatest person on this planet, but at least I don't fucking tear apart my school's computers and take the parts home with me. So why am I talking about this? Well, to pretty much spread the word. I know Charlie made a video talking about this like an hour ago as of recording, but I wanted to give my opinions on it and just talk about it myself because I'm in high school, so literally in the same environment as the dude stealing fucking fire extinguishers. So please, for anyone doing absolutely diabolical licks, as they would call it, speak up and let us know why you're doing this shit. If your answer to that question is for internet fame or clout, then you're about as dumb as early Neanderthals, because internet clout is about as real as the goddamn wage gap. You're going on TikTok and filming yourself doing literal crimes, and then getting a couple million likes for it doesn't mean shit. Because I figured out how people browse TikTok. I've watched like my people nearby me like scroll through TikTok, and essentially what they do is they scroll through, watch something for 10 seconds, double tap, and continue scrolling. And they pretty much double tap every single goddamn thing they've seen, and then immediately forget about what they just watched. So that like you're getting on TikTok doesn't mean shit. There's no substance at all whatsoever. Why do you even want to jump on this trend anyways? It's not like it makes you special or cool or anything. It doesn't make you a bigger man for stealing the goddamn urinal. You'll just go down in history as the guy who just shoved a million dirty assholes into his backpack. In fact, it makes you less unique because you're just doing what everyone else is doing. This is exactly why I don't jump on trendy shit, because I've learned that everyone else is just so eager to jump onto the next biggest trend, to where when you jump on that trend, you're just the same as everyone else. You're just one star among the fucking trillions in the sky. And then at that point, you just don't stand out, There's nothing unique about you because you're just doing the thing everyone else is doing. I generally don't like to get my advice from anime because that's just a shitstorm waiting to happen, but there is one quote that's always grabbed me by the nutsack and hasn't let go. Fake people have an image to maintain. Real people just don't care. And that quote does not hold more true than in this situation. Why do you want to go so far as to commit actual felonies just for this fantasy you have of internet clout? These people would unplug their grandma's fucking life support and then fuck their grandpa while they're at it if it meant a few thousand likes. They would lick an entire street in New York City for a few hundred followers. I don't get it. I guess it's fine to jump on a trend if it's something you like, but you've got to draw the line somewhere. So hopefully after watching this you see how diabolical this shit is, and don't hop on the train wreck that is stealing shit and thinking you're cool for it. You're just a big, stupid fucking asshole. Or maybe you realize how bad this actually is after watching this and want to disassociate yourself from this dumbass trend. I don't know who the fuck the patient zero for diabolical licks is, but that guy is a real pioneer, for sure. Probably on the same level as Christopher Columbus discovering the Americas. But yeah, that's about it. Take it easy, everyone.